bros? How we all doing today? What's going on with my YouTube friends, my Patreon friends? Um, so here's a story. I woke up about 4 this morning. I got fall allergies now that I'm 30. It's the weirdest thing. But I was just like sitting around playing Heyday on my phone. Shouldn't even admit this. And figured I better do some videos. So I was trying to decide what I wanted to do is like if I was gonna do like an age comparison. So like like a song that Angelina Jordan did a long time ago versus today. And I was kind of just like going through, and I found that we have Million Miles from a year ago. We've got live in studio, and we've got a music video. So I figured I would check these two out and drop some comparisons because I wouldn't be. I'll save this mostly for when I'm talking, but or like after I watch both of these. But I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this is going to sound very, very similar. And I'll save that, like I say, for this. But I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm kind of rambling because I'm deciding which order I want to do this in. I think I want to do the live one first because knowing me, I'm probably going to talk about the recording and all that stuff, and then in the second one, I can kind of focus on the song a little more. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So while I get myself organized here, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can hit that thumbs up as well. Check me out on Patreon. The link's in the description box if you want to send me your links or if there's anything specific you want me to kind of get into and break down for you. I'd love to get into it. Love to welcome you to the page. I've got these links for a million miles available in the description box as well as all the other Angelina Jordan links that I use in my description box. And I would love if y'all could go check her out because here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. When y'all show up to my videos, it's like some of the highest like and comment ratios to my views. But I'm looking at hers, man. It's got like millions of views, and it's only got like 3,500 comments, bro. Like, it's wild, man. Like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna drop a comment just to like just try to help out too. And I would recommend doing the same because like there's no reason why my ratio should be that similar with hers being that blown out of whack. And I know that a lot of people probably watch it without accounts and stuff, but I expected there to be more comments. And I'm not trying to throw shade or anything. That's what my anticipation was. But anyway, I've been rambling now. Let me pull this up, and we got Million Miles live in studio. Let's do this. Beautiful room.
When I was a child, I walked. When I was a child, I walked the streets. They see me growing up. Know you were all I need. I see me in myself through all the years. It's like it's in my tears.
These runs are like juicy, like they're real quick. I'm not even gonna try to spin them back because I can't do runs like that. But her voice sounds so rich, man, and like the clarity of like the grit and like the breathiness in her voice at this early in it, and it's nice and clear. It's standing out against this piano. Like this is beautiful so far.
All the years, it's like it's in my tears. I think what he's giving me, the smiles and the memories, but now he's not here to hold my hand. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone to fight. I'll never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart. It's pulling my heart like an empty bubble to be thrown. I can't make it stop, but I know in my heart, I know that I'm never alone. I know I'm never alone. I know that I'm never alone. Never alone. Never alone.
Man, unreal. Like her writing, like she wrote this, right? She wrote this, right? Unreal, man. This is so dope. This is so dope. Which channel is this on? Is this on her covers? Yeah, this is official. Huh. Dope. It's wild, man. Like if you told me that like Adele wrote this or anything, I'd have totally believed you. Totally believed you, man. And like I mean that is nothing but a compliment. Nothing but a compliment. I'm not trying to compare because I don't like to compare superstars and like the absolute like outliers, right? But like this is like just like being early in your career, man. It's hard to to songwrite, and there's a lot of really clever things going on. I'll save that for the recorded version. But like this microphone wouldn't do her any favors. It's not gonna lend her any hands, and she's still killing it, man. And it's like she almost sounds like, in my opinion, she almost sounds like she's working on a few new things in her voice. Like I've talked about lots how she's got this like vibrato that she can almost make like stutter with like airflow control, and it sounded like she did that on like some of her high notes too. Like it almost created this like ghost note effect without it being a ghost note. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. She went up for the high note, she hit the high note, and then it's just like it faded into nothing with this like kind of breath kind of to finish it off. It's just like, wow, bro, I haven't heard her do that at the top of a run. I've heard her do it lots in like still notes, breaking up notes, or like lower kind of flutter runs and stuff like that. I hadn't heard it like how she did it there though. That was dope. That was so dope.
I'm never alone, never alone, never alone. You said I'm watching you from the moon. I'm everywhere, see everything you do. I can't see you, but I know you're here. It's like you're in my tears. I think what he's given me, the smiles and the memories, but now he's not here to hold me.
Yeah, I'm curious about something. We're at 144. Okay, so she's doing these like really nice, like she's walking down these like arpeggios. It's like major, minor, minor, and I thought she was replacing the piano for the arpeggio, but the piano player is just playing the chords anyway. So I was just curious. I was just curious. They sound really nice. Like I was wondering if she was following along something because like she's just killing them, but no, she's leading that part all by herself. Sounds perfect.
Memories, but now he's not here to hold me. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone to fight. I'll never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart.
On the million, like just the way that the note fades and ends, but like it doesn't like. It's not like gone. It's not like she cuts it off. I don't like that's the part I was trying to talk about before. I don't know what it is she's up to, man. But that sounds new to me.
We're a million miles apart. It's pulling my heart like an empty bubble to breathe from. I can't make it stop, but I know in my heart, I know that I'm never alone. I know. I'm never alone.
Wow, man, the run too. Come on. I want to hear that. Let's go.
I know I'm never alone. I know that I'm never alone. I wonder when I close my eyes, are you in my dreams tonight? I wonder, are your friends the stars, the songs for you, wherever you are. We're a million.
See, and then like now she's like flexing it too. It's like same thing. She like lets the note end, but it's like, and not the reverb, not the processing. Y'all know how I love that shit, right? But it's like when she hits the top note and then she like lets it go, but the breath continues still. I'm just like, ugh, I just don't get it.
Stars, the songs for you, wherever you are. We're a million miles apart. It's pulling my heart like an empty bubble to breathe from. I can't make it stop, but I know in my heart, I know that I'm never alone.
Stunning, man. That was stunning. Like I dug all of that, and like to get these kind of tones out of, I'm pretty sure it could be one or two microphones. I think it's a Shure 55, not the Super 55. And like the only real, like the reason why I say that it wouldn't do her any favors is because like it just sounds like they have a sound, like that's fine. It's just like it's not like it has like this massive like polar pattern where she can like leave the microphone and it still sounds good all the time. It doesn't have any like natural characteristics that would be like, yes, this is why you're choosing this microphone. It's mostly probably for two reasons. One, for the video because it looks great, and two, because it's still a dynamic microphone. So like the piano playing, like even if someone's tapping their foot on the drum riser that they're standing on, the microphone wouldn't pick that stuff up. It's not like it would pick up the whole room like you would want in like a studio recorded session or like in her TLM, her 103. Depends on how they have it set up too, right? So, but I thought it sounded great, man. Like I say, like the microphone itself wouldn't lend any favors, but obviously, like, you know, she doesn't rely on a tool to sound great. Like she can sound great anywhere, and she's so practiced and rehearsed now. And like I said, it even sounds like she's pushing herself a bit. In my opinion, it sounds like she's got some new kind of like flair, some new tools to play with, right? So that was great. Great performance, great song, great songwriting. There was a lot more like clever parts I'll probably talk about in this next one that I thought, like the lyrical content, everything was really great. Let's pull up this one here. The official video now. Let's check this out.
a child, I walk the streets, they see me growing up. Knew you were all I need. Has seen in myself through all the years. It's like it's in my tears. I think what is giving me the smiles and the memories, but now it's not here to hold my hand. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone to fight. I've never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart. It's pulling my heart like an empty bubble to be thrown out. I can't make it stop, but I know in my heart, I know that I'm never alone.
Man, this is like heartbreaking, man. I'm like uncomfortable sitting here. The only real like differences I can really tell from this to the other one is the piano sounds like it has like a little percussive thing falling. It almost sounds like the hammers of the piano, but I don't think it is. And her performance is like next to the exact same. It just sounds like she's probably listening to a metronome in the recording. I'm assuming the last one was live because it's just very subtle differences. It just sounds like she's right up with the beat instead of like letting it kind of breathe a little bit like you would in a live performance, especially like when you don't need it driving forward like this, right? So those are the only two differences that I'm really noticing is, and it sounds like she's not as close to the microphone, but that doesn't really matter. Just sounds like she's listening to a metronome. I think it's great. I think it's dope. Video looks great too.
Like an empty bubble to be thrown out. I can't make it stop, but I know in my heart, I know that I'm never alone. I know that I'm never alone. I know that I'm never alone, never alone, never alone. You said I'm watching you from the moon. I'm everywhere, see everything you do. I can't see you, but I know you're here. It's like you're in my teeth.
Like she's not leaving any stone unturned. Like, excuse me, I'm choking on myself. Listen to this run here.
I know you're here. It's like you're in my teeth.
In my whatever the run is, but it's just like it doesn't need to be there, but it's beautiful and it's gorgeous and it's tasty. That's the important thing. It's tasty, right? Like, cause I'm not saying Angelina ever does this. I've never seen her do this, but like you could just do runs because you can do runs. You know what I mean? Like you get hyper focused on it. You can write them into all your content and be like, yeah, I can do this too. I'm one of them too. It's like these are all delightful, man. They're tasty. Like they're like just delicious, bro. Come on.
I think what is giving me the smiles and the memories, but now it's not here to hold my hand. In the light of the blue sky, I'm not alone to fight. I've never regret what I do. We're a million miles apart. It's pulling my heart like an empty bubble to be thrown. I can't make it stop, but I know in my heart, I know that I'm never alone. I know I'm never alone.
Yeah, see, she left that note again and just like into like the breath dispersion almost, I'm gonna call it. And it's just like it was at a different placement in this run, but it's just like either way, man, either way, it just sounds delightful. And like whoever recorded this, whoever they're recording this with, Republic or whatever, I think Kevin was onto something saying that they would have like a nice big throaty microphone 3 feet away from her or so, because like it doesn't sound like there's any positional changes when she's going up for big notes. And I've heard recently a few singers where it sounds like they lean back and then they come right back up front to it. And it's like shit, I haven't heard any of that, man. I haven't heard any real changes or anything. So I don't know how close she was to this microphone, but I'm assuming she's a ways away, which I'm starting to appreciate more and more.
I know that I'm never alone. I wonder when I close my eyes, are you in my dream tonight? I wonder, are your friends the stars, the songs for you wherever you are?
Give me chills, bro. Give me chills.
You wherever you are.
Just stunning. And the video was put together so well. Like I'm assuming that's all like at what, like at her place, around her place, something like that. They're gonna wreck my video. Dope, dope. I thought unbelievable. Both performances, man. Like I'm sitting here in my feels and I barely know what to say, but like I thought they did a great job of producing it, recording it. It sounds like they're really starting to figure out how to capture and how to reproduce all of the like kind of fine nuances to Angelina's voice that make it like so beautiful, right? Because it's just like my fear when you have artists like this is that in the record it won't translate, right? You start adding all this production and stuff, and you start losing things. But like obviously they're killing it, and you know what I mean. Like we don't have to worry. It's like Republic, they're huge, right? It's just like it happens, man. It happens to big artists all the time, you know. And I'm really glad. I think this was a good back and forth because it was really cool to see that like it wasn't very edited, wasn't cleaned up or anything. Like some processing, some room sounds, a little bit of delays, compressors, stuff like that. But it's just like the live performance is very possible because they did it. They did it. We watched first, you know. But anyway, my angels, I appreciate y'all watching this. I got the links to these in my description box and the other links that I use as well. Go check her out, man. Drop some comments. Let's keep this thing going, man. And she's at 750,000 on like what 20 million views, bro. Come on, man. We can get that ratio up. We can get that ratio up. We all got to lend a hand. We all got to pitch in. I'm gonna go drop some comments right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Anyway, my angels, have a great day. See y'all again soon.